just to, not get soft.
Yeah.
All right, and this time we're actually live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to 30 minutes of nothing and then not Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, which you're expecting, but something else entirely different, a special holiday episode, Adam's Holiday House of Horrors.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think we got to point out this time that I had nothing to do with the delay.
It's true. It's true.
I think it's necessary.
Although you may have messed up something on Streamlabs.
I'm sure I did.
So I'm gonna say you probably didn't have anything to do with this, but the jury's still out.
Your Christmas present to me is saying I did nothing wrong.
All right, you did nothing wrong, Will. Merry Christmas.
See? Yay, I feel better now.
And Merry Christmas to all of you.
And to you.
Watching and sitting here.
Actually, it's Boxing Day today.
It is Boxing Day. And in the spirit of which, I watched 5 consecutive Rocky movies the last 2 days.
Did you really?
I did. I'll tell you what, Rocky 5 wasn't as bad as you thought it was.
Yes, it was.
It has some merit.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Kev on that. That's probably. Yeah.
You're speaking sacrilege right now.
All right, so anyway, you know me. I'm Adam. Usually I'm a player. Today I'm DMing because Will is lazy. I'm not going to go through that whole spiel again, although it was quality, top-notch entertainment earlier on, but you missed it because I wasn't actually streaming to anything. So anyway, let's go around. We'll start with Will.Player.
Hi, I'm Will.Player. I don't know really what else to say. I have no idea what I'm playing. But I'm here to have holiday fun.
Yeah, nobody knows what's going on, who they're playing. It's all a mystery.
Yeah. But you can see that I'm equally as bad as a player as I am as a DM.
Oh, well, that's good to see. Yeah.
We'll
see. We'll
Good to know
see
you're
how it leads
consistent.
out. Jairus.
Hi, I'm Jairus. I likewise don't know what the fuck is going on, and I'm cold.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it is. You're getting into the holiday spirit, and you know what? I'll give you a little bit of a hint. At some point during this game, now that we finally are getting going, it will be cold. So you're a method actor.
Super method. I'll take the coat off then.
Michael.
Hi, I am Michael, and I once again, like everybody else, don't know what I'm playing, but on a personal note, I'm trying to get long file names working in Windows for Workgroups 3.11. I'm traveling back in time to 1993. Yay.
Huh.
And you are really IT tech.
Yeah.
If you know what he just said.
Right, it went Latin for a minute.
Most people, when they think about time travel, would think about this is so cool. The way you talk about it makes it seem like the opposite of cool.
Yeah, a little bit.
And anyway, we also have 2 special guest appearances here today. We have KD and Kev. KD, why don't you I don't know, say hi and tell us a little bit about yourself. You can't tell us who you're playing because you don't know.
I'm KD. I don't know who I'm playing as.
And Kev.
Yeah. Well, as Adam said, I'm Kev. What up? And I also have no idea who I'm playing, how either of these apps work. I am fine. So here we go.
This is also
Elwood Pride. You're going to be fine.
This is also going to be a little bit of a Roll20 tutorial for everybody.
Oh, fantastic!
As part of the holidays. All right, so
here's a lesson in shit I want to do with you later on. So learn it.
All right, so Return to the Bandit Kingdoms will be back in 2 weeks. I don't know what date that is. The 8th, January 8th, perhaps.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
and also catch Will and I on Fridays at 9 p.m. on the Greyhawk channel for the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh.
That's true.
Which I have to really concentrate to be able to say.
And it's an awesome module.
It is.
And it's an awesome stream to watch, Michael, is what I think you meant to say. The module itself is just a tiny piece of the puzzle. All right, so without further ado, since we've already wasted 35 minutes, let's start with Adam's Holiday House of Horrors. 'Twas the night before tomorrow, And somewhere below the house, a creature was stirring, much bigger than a mouse. It had heard of a party, all Adam's friends would be there, eating and drinking with nary a care. So it waited and watched and thought evil things in its head, for soon all the party guests would be good and dead. It smiled a dark smile that would give anyone a fright, a deadly Christmas to all, and a horror-filled night.
Dun, dun, dun.
We start our game listening to All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey,
Oh no.
because there's
Scariest
nothing as
thing.
terrifying as that song.
He's made $50 million on that one song. Continue.
I
That's
would
also
spend
scary.
at least a part of that just to get a gun and shoot myself if I had to listen. If I have to listen
What
to it
could be
again.
worse than that? Honestly, like, how are you going to top that? That's not the most awful thing that happened. So
Yeah,
far.
right. Where do you?
Yeah.
We have nowhere to go from here now.
It's true. The end. After all of this, we went through 35 minutes of technical difficulties just for that. Just to get that stupid
kinda
song
like
stuck
that.
in your head, and now we're going to go.
I kind of like that song.
You know what? I used to like you, Will, but now those days are over.
That ship is
You'll be the first one to die here tonight.
In my defense, I got a real big old crush on Mariah Carey. So.
Even so, there's still limits. Anyway, so there's a party at Adam's house. It's a Christmas party, and all of you guys have been invited. Now, some of you are traveling in from out of state. Katie and Kev just had to drive a short distance to get there, so they're already at the party. So they're listening to Mariah Carey. They're eating food. They're having some drinks. They're talking with friends. And an Uber drives up. Let's see, Kev. You're right in the spirit of things. And for those of you listening on podcast, you're missing comedy gold, which is Kev's pantomiming.
That's pantomiming.
Next week we're all going to dress up in mime paint, and we're all going to do it as mimes.
I refuse to do
Yes.
It's almost as scary as Mariah Carey.
Oh, that's even mime Mariah Carey.
Marima Carey?
that. Oh God.
No, that'd be if she rhymed. All the time.
Yeah. So anyway, this episode is also appropriate for the hearing impaired, because it's all mime. But anyway, so you guys are at the party. An Uber drives up, and it has Will, Jairus, and Michael, who met up at the airport and shared an Uber to get here. And you guys get out of the Uber. You notice that Adam's house has a couple of chintzy lights, and his neighbor next door's house looks really, really nice. So you think to yourselves, maybe we'll go there, but it doesn't look like they're home. So you come into my house, and a party is happening. So as you walk into the house, through the living room into the kitchen, you see Adam slaving over a hot stove, while the party guests mill about, because Adam works the party. He doesn't think this thing through when he throws parties, so he's too busy cooking. And you see a whole bunch of people that you guys don't know, including Kev and KD, who stand out because everybody else is just standing there, sort of like a cardboard cutout. They don't look very interesting or exciting. And you see those two guys just sort of hanging out by the, sort of in the den area, talking to some folks.
Well, I go over, of course, and go, oh my God, She Kills Monsters. Loved it. These guys never saw it, though. I got to throw it out there.
So I'm going to do the same thing I do when I get to every party, and that's immediately get 3 drinks in me.
One after the other.
Yeah, no, actually, I'll be right back.
He's got to go do that now.
Yeah, it's how life imitates art.
So I slowly pursue the outer rim, checking for any
Traps.
Interestingly,
eyeballing the exits.
yeah, you notice that if you would have just walked right into the guest room, you would have been electrocuted. But you're able to. It seems like maybe one of Adam's kids set this trap, so it's pretty easy to disarm.
Oh, excellent.
Excellent. Good
But roll a
times.
d20 just for shits and giggles.
Ooh.
Okay. Do I have that loaded yet?
Well, I'm gonna
Yes, I
go
do.
into the kitchen and I'm gonna look for meat.
17. Yeah, you can disarm that very easily. All right, so Will, as you walk into the kitchen, you just see me, but I don't see you because I'm facing the stove, and I'm cooking. But there's a huge spread. There's lasagna. There's pastas. There's gluten-free options. There's a bowl of ice for KD. And there's there's chips, there's dips, there's appetizers and hors d'oeuvres, really anything you can think of.
No meat.
There's no meat though because I'm not that nice of a host.
Yeah,
No.
I know, right?
You
Yeah.
might have some scallops,
Well,
right?
well,
There's some fish. Otherwise, everything is vegetarian.
well, if you don't see me, I'm gonna definitely have to come up and tickle you right quick. Just
Okay,
quick.
well you do that, and actually I burned myself on the hot stove, scream in pain, and then I say, "Oh yeah, I probably should have guessed it was you." I said, "But make yourself at home. I'm just gonna go and get the first aid kit and tend to my wound."
Right?
And I leave.
There's ice right here. You should probably stick it in there.
No, that's for Katie because
That's
she's allergic
me.
to everything. Yeah, so she
Yeah,
has
I need
there's-
to eat something.
Yeah,
It's great. It's for when you're hungry and thirsty.
yes.
Great.
So even though my hand is burned, I'm still thinking about your best interest, Katie.
Adam, you can have some of my ice.
I take ice cube, and
Yeah, you
it
can
burns on my
ice.
scalded flesh.
I'm sorry. Cool. All right. So we got like some party games. What's going on? I mean, I just flew in and no, I'm not gonna do the.
Yeah, I'm so glad you didn't.
Yeah, I
But
thought
you-
for a
you
second.
still kind of did.
Yeah. So as you guys are milling about, you hear from the very guest bathroom that Michael had just disarmed a trap. You hear a scream.
Stop putting forks in the outlets. That's not a trap. That's just where houses get power.
So do I see anything?
Well, you're still standing by the bathroom?
Sure.
Yeah, so you did see a woman walk into the restroom, and then a blood-curdling scream. The door is closed, though, because she's not a savage. She closed the door before going to the restroom.
Right.
I just assume that whatever's going on in there is her business.
Yeah, actually, I'm just looking at you, Adam, going, this is normal? I don't understand. Point at the door.
I say it sounds, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of busy here with my...
Did we hear it in the room as well?
Yes,
in the-
yeah, everybody, you guys can all hear it.
Can I go check it out?
Sure,
Can I go knock on the door?
sure. You knock on the
I
door.
am very nobly going to take up position behind KD.
Ducking down behind her, I imagine. Just
No, not cowering, sir. But
Casually tying my shoe.
just ready if I need to, just to give it a little push and run the other way. About that much.
When you say it, do you mean me?
No,
What did you mean?
no, I meant you.
nobody answers.
I'll just stand back and kind of stroke my beard as I watch.
All of a sudden. Now,
Michael's got a
interestingly,
beard?
when Michael first walked into the party, he was clean shaven. But now, just moments, he's been here 10 minutes, and now he has a full beard.
Finally, a real man.
Yeah, there's no answer at the door.
Well, I would go in, but I would feel awkward going in. I mean, she was, go to the bathroom. It's okay. I can assist while averting my gaze, but
Do you want to try the door?
No, I think KD should open the door just in cases, and then you can look in and then let us know what's going on.
So my internet crapped out between.
Yes, we saw.
Okay, great. So, does somebody want to fill me in on what just happened?
You're opening the door to the bathrooms. What's
Yeah,
happening?
nobody. When you knocked,
because all the guys don't want to open it.
nobody answered.
Okay, I'd like to try opening the door then.
The door is
But
locked.
tentatively.
It's locked.
And Kevin's
You
got my back.
tentatively notice that the door is locked.
Oh.
Is there anything in my periphery heavy and like blunt object or like hairpinny, lockpicky? Can I see?
I would like to reach into my back pocket and pull out hairpins that I accidentally stole from the theater I was working at that morning.
Okay, yeah.
And I would then like to add to the list of misdemeanors and take one of those clips and begin to pick the lock.
Okay, roll a d20. So if you look on roll 20 on that little the little like
1d20 roll.
Yeah, there you go. Natural 1. So you break the clip. You don't even get it to the door yet. Like you're trying to adjust it and manipulate it
I'm
and
pretty
angle
handy
it
with a clip.
It's the way you've done it. You've seen this in movies so many times, Kev. And you're as soon as you take the clip, you sort of give KD a wink, like, don't worry, I got this, and then immediately snap it in half.
Starting the game with a nat 1.
The good news is it could at worst it's a lateral move from here on out.
I have more than one hairpin in my I always steal 2 accidentally.
Right. No,
So
that's true.
I pull out the second one. Yeah, because I need one for each side.
Right.
So I'll pull out the second one and I could trust Kevin with it this time.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So you hand that to Kevin.
Oh shit. Okay. Inspired by KD's confidence. Boom! Yeah, that's got to be pretty good.
There you go. Yeah, no, this time you're ready. You're much more careful now that you have a better gauge on how delicate these are really cheap hairpins. So that's really the problem. So, I mean, honestly, they probably shouldn't have wasted their money. They're better off that the theater's better off that Katie stole them. So, yeah, now you stick this thing in there. You jingle it around a little bit, and then you feel it click. The doorknob moves. The door slightly opens. But the house is extremely level, so it doesn't open all the way, just a little bit.
I'd like to peek inside.
You peek inside, and you see one of the partygoers lying on the floor, seemingly unconscious.
I will tell the group.
You have to go in.
You go in.
Is she decent? I mean, like, she got her pants around her ankles? What's going on?
It looks like she was washing her hands.
Okay, all right. I
was going to let this woman die rather than not be.
Well, yeah, it's my Catholic upbringing. So
it's the polite thing to do.
Yeah, the polite thing is just to let her die. Yeah.
I will just push on the door. Then I will put my shoulder into it and put my weight into it, and just kind of like push it open, and then like.
All right, yeah. So you're pushing it. It hits like sort of her like on her like her thigh, and you just slide her across the floor. So now she's sort of in this weird position, head right up against the toilet, legs underneath the sink.
I'll be apologizing the entire time. So when I get in there, then I'll like grab her and try and like get her up into a sitting position.
Sure. Yeah. You take a little time. Everybody watches Will as he's trying to sit this unconscious woman, sit her up. She's sitting up, props her up against the wall.
Is anybody going to call an ambulance? Like, he doesn't seem okay.
Adam's still cooking. I think somebody needs to go and tell him.
I'm still watching and trying to decide what to do because not really sure what to do in this situation.
I'm calling 911.
Okay.
Yeah. So what does she look like? I mean, she's like unconscious.
She is out. She is out cold, from what you can tell.
Well, because it works in the movies, I'm going to like slap her gently on her face. Hey.
Maybe throw some cold water on her.
Oh, that's a good idea. Get some cold water out of the face.
Can I also put can I check to see if she's breathing?
Sure. She is not breathing.
Ah, she's dead. I drop her.
Can I put my head?
She bounces. Her head hits off the wall. She slumps down on,
Can I also put my head against her chest and see if her heart's beating?
Sure. You don't hear anything except for the delightful sounds of Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas."
Oh God, what a horrible way to die!
Right, the last time she here.
She ate Mariah Carey.
Is she dead?
I think so. I mean,
I'm gonna say I think she's dead because she's not breathing. Her heart's not beating. Like, what else is there?
I quick and look around for drug paraphernalia. See if she's ODing.
You don't see anything, and there's not even a medicine chest in this bathroom.
This
Because I don't trust guests, really.
Right. Yeah.
So I only let them use one bathroom, and there's nothing in there besides a couple of squares of toilet paper. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna hurry up and exit
And
the
some
bathroom
soap.
then and go. Adam, I think your friend is dead. And do you have another bathroom?
I do, but I really prefer that people use the one down here.
It's got a corpse in it. I don't know if you heard that. I mean, you're a good host.
Well, no, I mean, I appreciate the fact that there's a corpse in there, but still, I would we'll deal with that. But if you could hold it, I would appreciate if you just used the bathroom down here.
Can I make an observation check or a perception check and check to see if there's like anything coming from the ceiling or something like that, like any sort of trap?
Sure.
Or
Roll a d20 because you don't have a character sheet yet, and just so everyone's aware, no one has character sheets yet.
rolling a d20, you said?
Yeah. So hit that little d20. There you go. And then a natural 1.
Hey.
You get
Someone
so
else should
turned
probably
around,
check.
you can't even find the door to the bathroom. And this is just a tiny little half bath.
You just saw a dead body.
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty.
flustered, yes.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like kind of dance. I'm like, hey guys, you want to help me like put her on the couch?
But meanwhile, I'm on the phone.
No,
with
I don't think I would enjoy doing that very much. I'm going to stand here and observe. Though I could give you some instructions and direction. You can go ahead and grab her by her shoulders and kind of drag her out. You don't want to bump her head on stuff. So if you do grab her by her
dead, Michael.
and drag her, well, you don't want to be accused of doing something to her. But
Yes.
go ahead and grab her by her shoulders and drag her right out. And they don't put her on the couch, then just lay her over there.
I got a great idea. I go run out the front door. Do you have bushes out front, Mike?
Sure do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. There's nothing there to keep everybody occupied. I'm checking out your bushes.
All right.
Does she
So,
have a wedding ring?
does she have a wedding ring? Yeah, she does.
All right, I'm gonna try to find her phone.
Okay.
And,
I mean, her phone's, I don't know, in her pocket.
sure. It's probably passcode locked, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get to her contacts and.
We'll put her face up against it. Maybe they'll open it.
Oh yeah, or yeah, her. That's someone hold their eyes open. Her husband needs to know.
All right, because Kev
Kevin's
holds her
got
eyes open. You hope it does. It opens up. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So
And you can get to her contact. Sure.
before I do that, I'll probably poke through some of her photos.
Sure.
I'm
Everything's
curious
pretty
by
standard.
nature.
And I'm gonna watch this with a look on my face that's like, you shouldn't do that, but in my head, I'm like, nice.
And I still have my phone, and I have like the 911 lady on hold. I'm like, hold on a second. Yeah, no, sorry. I don't know if you're supposed to call if someone's unconscious, but she turned out to be dead.
So here's the thing: when you tried to call, there was no cell reception.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting. All right.
Go over and take a look at the
I am,
body
but
of
New
her.
York City, you're supposed to have bars, right?
Not today.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm just like, I'm very touristy, and like I thought there was supposed to be a reception in the city. What the fuck? And phone back in my pocket. And...
I think they're pretty backwoods here. I haven't really heard anything good about it.
Says the guy from South Dakota.
All right, Adam, if I could make a request, I would like to leave the bathroom and go into the kitchen.
Oh, sure.
Okay, and I would imagine, being that it's a kitchen in your house, there's a set of steak knives.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's actually they're right next to where I'm cooking.
And they're brand new.
No, they're pretty old. Yeah, they've never been used.
What I'm going to do is ask you a question about the fridge, distracting your attention over towards the fridge.
Sure.
While you do that, I'm just going to pull out two of the biggest, largest steak knives I can find, put them behind my back, and just lean up against the counter. And that's
good. Now, yeah, and you know that my ice maker in the fridge is not working properly. And just reminding me of that
Because
makes
I
me so
may
angry.
have-
And I think, oh, shit, does Katie have enough ice? Do I have to go into the garage and get more? And then I look, and it seems like the ice is still, fairly solid. Not much is melted yet, so I think she'll be okay. And I feel a little bit of a sense of relief.
I feel like we've done right as friends.
Yes, very much so.
But Kev, while you're sticking knives down your pants, you hear screams now from the living room.
Do y'all hear that?
Everybody else roll a d20 perception check.
Oh, I heard it, right.
Yeah, you heard it without a doubt because you're very close to the action there.
I'm just finishing and coming back into the front door. So should I roll?
Well, you won't have to. So KD is still a little bit. She's still trying to figure out where the door is so she can get out of the bathroom. And she keeps turning around, but she only turns like 3/4 of the way and then goes back the other way. And strangely enough, it's the room's is almost soundproof as far as she's concerned.
Well, maybe my hearing aids were broken.
That was probably it. That was
yeah.
It's whatever's affecting the cell reception is also affecting the hearing aids. But Jairus and Michael do hear screams coming from the living room.
But I'm gonna like immediately bolt out to the living room. But on my way, I'm gonna notice the confused Katie, and I'll just kind of like tap her on the shoulder, and then I'll point to the toilet. I mean, it's right there, and I'm gonna leave.
I'll slip over to the dead body and slip off the wedding ring, and then I'll go see what's going on.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm glad somebody knew the body.
I'll follow Michael because he seems to know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm forgetting all my D&D 101 basics here.
Yeah, you are. So, all right. So, Kev, now you're the first one to have heard this. What do you do?
Everybody else has gone to the living room?
No, there's still some people in the den, but they're so busy just rocking out to All I Want for Christmas, which apparently is on loop.
I'm gonna directly ask you what's going on here.
I say, what? I'm just trying to cook some food, and Alexa's broken because all she's doing is playing this goddamn song. And I think you know what I'm gonna do at this point? I'm just gonna take one of my steak knives and I'm just gonna slit my. Wait, what the hell happened to all my steak knives? All right, never mind. We'll work on Alexa later. But anyway, I'm almost done with my patented eggplant lasagna. So, why? What's going on? Are you enjoying yourself? You having fun?
You're not noticing the horrifying screams and the zombie-like party goers that are basically doing the same thing over and over again?
Huh? You know what? I just have some weird friends. I don't know.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk to a party goer that was standing around.
Okay. So Kev, what? We'll get to that in a moment.
I don't believe you, so I'm going to get up in your face a little bit, still concealing the knives, and I am going to press you further.
Okay.
And say, I know something's up here, Adam. You're not acting like yourself. What's going on?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just trying to make some lasagna. I don't want to hurt anybody. Just checking on ice. I'm checking on I'm loose.
Reach over with my hand and turn off the oven where you're cooking.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. That's a party foul, Kev.
No. There's a real party foul going on here, and you're going to tell me what it is.
I don't know what are you talking about? What's going on?
Did you not hear the two screams just now?
All I can hear is the fucking Mariah Carey. The Alexa's right there on the counter next to me. That's all I can hear.
Okay, well, there's a dead woman in your bathroom, and I'm going to catch another one. All right.
That's how I react every time somebody mentions a dead person. I said, well, what? Who died?
I said, there's a lady dead in your bathroom, and there's just another scream from the living room.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm gonna go check on the dead person. Do me a favor, just check the living room, make sure everything's cool. And I run past past Jairus, who's running in the opposite.
The game from moving forward. I'm gonna just go in the living room.
Okay. Run past the other guys, and once I see the dead body, I go, and then I yell, "Oh, the humanity!"
So what does this body look like?
What?
What does this body look like?
She looks like just a generic woman.
It's one of those undescript extras that were just hanging out in the background.
Does she have a name?
Brown hair. Yeah, sure. Her name is Susie.
Susan, probably.
And what is Susan like?
Well, all right. There are 3 of them. I'm gonna say that that this one is sort of tall, curly, reddish brown hair, thin. Used to have a wedding ring, now no longer does. Very pale. Started off pale, now is super pale because she's dead.
What's the scene in the living room?
So, we'll get to that in a second because KD is talking to another party guest.
Yeah, I would like to talk to a party guest.
Yeah, so everyone's just sitting there. They're just doing a little dance to Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas," as you do at a party.
I'm gonna walk up and ask the first one I see how they know Adam.
Oh yeah, I went to college with him.
I'm gonna go up to the next one I see and ask him how he knows Adam.
I came with him. I'm the +1. First time meeting him. Seems great though. Seems great. In fact, he's so cool. I feel like I've known him forever.
Well, now we know he's lying.
You're on the right track. Keep going.
I'm gonna ask the next person I see how they know Adam.
I'm his wife, Tammy. I've met you before. A number of times now.
I'm gonna apologize to Tammy for not recognizing her,
Okay.
and then move on to the next person I see and ask them. One more person.
Okay. Yeah, I live down the street. I'm a neighbor.
Okay. Cool.
I'm the guy. If you notice, there's a beautiful house next door with a lot of lights on it. That's mine.
Okay.
It looks really nice, doesn't it? I pay people to put it up, and then they never take it down, so it's up all year.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Thank you for saying
Probably
so.
cellophane's tree too.
I started following Michael into the living room. I'm gonna go back in there and see what the status is in there.
So all of you converge into the living room at roughly the same time, and Will, you're coming back in, and you're looking around, wondering if you should wash your hands, and you should.
You should.
But
seeing as there's a dead person in the living room.
Dead person? No, dead people. Yes.
Oh, there's 2 now?
Everyone who had been in the living room, and there's a good 6 or 7 people dead.
All right. Nope. Front door. I'm right out the front door.
Okay. As you run to the front door, there's an old woman standing there.
Yeah.
Holding a package.
Actually, that's not true. Excuse me, old woman. We gotta go. Come with me. You don't have much time left anyway, but we gotta go.
Oh, I know. There is something terrible going on in this house.
Oh, yeah. Were you watching me when I was out there?
Yes. In fact, I was coming up the driveway, saw you, stopped, watched the entire thing. And then, once you entered into the house, I figured it was okay for me to continue on.
It is a show. I'll give you that. Okay, cool.
I've seen it better.
Well, fine. It's Christmas. The least you could do is throw a little Christmas cheer my way. But no, okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Sadly, I have no Christmas cheer to give. However, I do have a gift for the host. And she pulls out this, and I'm going to, I got to switch over to Roll20 here. And I also don't have KD on here, so we'll worry about that in a moment. She pulls out a snow globe. And can you guys see that now?
Not yet.
Yep.
On Roll20.
Yes.
There it is.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, if you're looking at Twitch, it's going to be behind.
I don't think that's what you want.
And she said it's very important that this go to the host.
Ooh, that's...
How many people are dead in the living room?
6 or 7.
Do they just look like they've partied hard and just laid out, or they're like got stuff sticking out of them.
Well, that's an interesting question, and I'm surprised nobody asked that for the poor woman in the bathroom.
I didn't care.
So, well, I know why you didn't.
That's why I did a perception check. I just didn't.
Yeah, it just
do
didn't
very
work.
well.
You're right. You did at least try.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Missed whatever that was.
Yeah, so there's like 6 or 7 dead. If you do, anybody who wants to sort of see what killed them,
Well, yeah, I'm looking at.
roll a d20.
I wouldn't expect past the obvious.
Wow, I'm
Like, if there's blood pouring out of them and I can, readily see it, but I'm not like
Yeah,
All right, that's a
bodies
9 for
rolling
Will. Kev got a 7. KD
I got
got a
a
9.
9.
gosh, we rolled like crap.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, none of you are physicians. To
I'm
be fair.
16. I have a good idea what's going on.
Oh yeah, Michael though.
Michael, tell us what you see.
Being a Boy Scout, understands the difference between life and death. And because of this, he notices on one of the guys that's laying down near the fireplace, it's this weird, like, it almost looks like ice. Like, sort of, and it's under his shirt, but it's peeking out like on his neck, and it looks like he was like frozen somehow. And that's not something you normally see on people.
No. So I will back away from the old lady. Into
The old lady now, because you've all turned around and looked at this, is gone. The door is closed, and in front of the door is that snow globe.
I'll go
Again,
collect the snow globe.
All right. And upon further inspection, you notice that and I'll put it back up for our viewers. You notice that it's a weird scene for a Christmas snow globe, where there's just a dead tree and a bunch of gravestones and a person in the back, sort of overlooking the scene.
You're describing the snow globe?
Yes.
There's like 7 gravestones, it looks like.
Yeah, there's 7. I counted before.
And
is
there's
the
been
front
like
door
7
locked?
people killed so far.
That's why I asked how many people were killed.
Yeah, at this point there's 7 people dead.
All right.
Yeah.
I will keep an eye on this snow globe.
If you
somebody
take a
holding
closer
the snow globe?
look, Michael, you actually think that the person in the snow globe looks really familiar. KD, you don't recognize them, but Michael, it looks to you a little bit like your old D&D friend Steve.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay.
Might have got stuck in here. I don't know.
As people do.
It happens, I'm told.
Yeah.
Weird things here in the big city, so I don't know.
Is the front door open? Because I'm still trying to.
No, the front door will not open anymore.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs and start looking for weapons
Okay.
and money. I mean, if I find.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
We don't have any weapons on us.
I mean,
Right.
do you I would imagine.
I always carry a pocket knife. Does
Right.
that count?
Yeah, so you have a pocket knife.
Cool.
I carry a utility knife and I wear steel toe boots.
Okay,
So
so you
that's
have
the-
those on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev has my steak knives.
I have a multi-tool, not a pocket knife.
Yeah,
Multi-tool.
so you might be able to screw in a loose screw. Possibly
Actually,
clip
multi-tool is way better.
clip
than
your
just-
fingernails, or even cut off a hangnail.
I just realized I totally could have used the multi-tool to open the door instead of hairpins.
But that wasn't as cool.
Is there a fireplace?
To go look for weapons?
So I rolled a 19.
Yeah, so you don't find a lot upstairs, although you do find a fire extinguisher.
I'll take.
$30 in cash.
Yep.
Hmm.
My wife's jewelry box.
I should have went upstairs.
I don't want to steal from the lady. I leave the jewelry.
You justify the $30 by telling yourself it's Adam's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on
$30
the
bucks. There's no sentimental value attached to any
Right.
$30. But she might have gotten this necklace as like a Valentine's present, 12 years
True.
ago. It means a lot
True.
more to her than it will to me.
All right, that makes sense. Is there a fireplace in the living
there
room?
is, and you're standing
I
right
go-
next to it.
I grab there's a poker, right?
There sure is, yeah.
I grab that.
All right. There's also some tongs, a
Yeah,
little
no.
brush.
Yeah, don't need that either. It's kind of hard to look cool holding a brush. You know?
I usually, when I travel, have a backpack with some, random equipment in it. But
What kind of equipment? You have that backpack with you, sure.
Yeah, MacGyver, what do you got?
computer and associated paraphernalia with that would go along with that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I saw the movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie back in the mid-90s.
Yep.
I'm assuming that you've just got equipment like that in your backpack.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is there internet?
Well, nobody's asked me what the.
I pull out my phone and I check for internet.
I mean, the Wi-Fi signal is there.
Okay. And Jairus tried calling the police, right? And what?
There was no cell service.
I would have also tried from the ladies' phone once I got in, but I'm assuming it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
I still have my dead.
I was gonna try the landline, but I was gonna...
I don't have a landline. I got
Yeah.
rid of it. I got rid of it like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like the 80s? What? Come on now.
I have a landline.
I still have.
I work for the phone company, so I have a landline. It's free.
I have my dead grandfather's phone number still on my cell phone, and for some reason I feel compelled and I try and call it.
Okay.
I like it.
It just rings.
All right. Well, he didn't answer when he was alive. Either,
Yeah.
so-
No, he's sitting there in the afterlife, and his phone starts buzzing. He picks it up, and he said, "No one has called me for 20 years." Picks up the phone. It's just Will, and then he puts it back.
That's about
All
right.
right, can I go to the garage and check for more weapons?
Yes, you can.
And I am going to pass KD. I'll hand her one of my steak knives.
Now, is this an attached garage? I take it.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, as soon as you open the door to the garage,
Fuck.
you notice that there's way too many boxes, as if a whole bunch of Amazon things have been delivered recently, probably for the holidays. And because Adam was away, nobody brought them out to the curb on Wednesday during Recycle Day. And Adam's, that's eerily specific.
Bro.
but
I feel like Adam's airing a lot of
this is
It turns into Adam's therapy.
group therapy, right? No. Oh, hey everybody, welcome to Adam's Holiday House of Horrors.
All right.
Anyway, so you see, you can't really tell what it is, but there's movement through one of the boxes toward the garage door on the right hand side.
Dude,
Light
you have
switch
a
to my
steak-
right.
You have a steak knife. Go.
Yeah.
You can do this.
There's a light switch.
Yeah, there's a light switch. But so right now, yeah, because you're seeing the light like from the hallway in, so you turn the light switch
that
on.
shit on.
All is still.
I'm gonna flip, and the lights are on. I have successfully turned it on. Okay.
Yes, you did. I gotta say, if there's anybody, and this is for all the people watching at home, if there's anyone that you ever need just to flip a light on, just to use that light switch with reckless abandon and get it right 10 out of 10 times, it's Kev right over there. He's your guy.
I'm your guy. All right, so I'm gonna shout to everybody else at the party, like, "Yo, there's something fucking moving in here. I think we should smash that snow globe too." For the record, I meant to say that in the other room, but I forgot.
I feel like that's a good thing to do about 1 week from now when it's ready to play.
Okay.
Do we all hear him? We all hear him, yeah.
Sure, yeah, he has he speaks from the diaphragm.
All of the other guests are dead now, right?
Yes, and Kev noticed that when he ran to the garage that all the ones in the den were also dead.
Okay, so Kevin's one of my best friends, so I want to go and make sure he's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run to Kevin's side.
Okay.
I'll
Hey.
fuck the rest of y'all, but holla.
I actually just put
And
the
I'd
snow
like- can I
globe
make a
away into my
perception?
backpack.
Yeah.
Who is that yeah to?
To you.
Oh, thanks. I'd also like to check out the garage. Oh, that's not right.
Probably right about at this point that I realize I've gone off on my own in a situation where a lot of people are dying, and I get really fucking scared.
Yeah.
And scurry.
No, you don't see anything in there. But
Yeah,
All right. Well, I didn't look, so
I'm scared. Well,
are you now? How? All right. So we're gonna cut
I'm
to.
looking for
Go ahead.
weapons first.
Oh yeah. So
do I spot anything easily accessible or just in the room?
you see a couple of snow shovels.
Metal or plastic?
Well, there's a metal one and a plastic one.
Are we talking like the old, like small, like metal shovel, like iron shovels? Or are we talking like
No, this is like
silver?
something that Adam got at Target.
Aluminum.
Could you dig into the earth with it?
No, not easily. If it's soft earth, yes. If you were at the beach, that motherfucker would work great. It would be weird that you had a snow shovel at the beach, but it would work.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pass that by. Anything else?
Oh,
I guess I should roll a check.
there's
right?
some tools like a hammer, screwdriver.
I will take the hammer, slide it into my belt, and I will take the screwdriver, I guess, and stick it in my pocket.
Okay.
And I'll turn to KD and be like, I definitely saw something and went over here on the right-hand side. Or, like, why don't we shut the door and see if we can trap whatever it is?
I'm on board.
All right. So
All right, let's do it.
slowly back out, shut the door. At this time, Jairus has wandered into my daughter's room and looking
It's
for.
weird.
She's not there. It's weird. But he's the one searching the bedrooms.
I'm a little homesick.
And he takes a nap, but the bed is too hard for his liking. So he.
And these 10-year-olds with their malleable spines.
And as soon as you walk in and you flip on the light, you see this weird little guy who looks like he's made out of ice. And he just sort of grins at you and says in a language that you can't understand, and then attacks.
Get him.
Yeah, so I'm going to, hopefully, as he's coming at me, because I have got the fire extinguisher at the ready, just hit him with a cloud of...
Ooh, nice.
that shit.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to move over.
How do we get rid of our icons on the bottom?
What was that?
Can we get rid of our icons on the bottom? Like all
You go into settings, you can shrink them down.
Yeah, go into settings and just put
Chat avatars.
Chat avatars. Just put names only.
Man,
Or
you
player
didn't tell me-
video / avatar size names only.
You
Thank
didn't-
you. That was also bugging me, and I didn't didn't realize it was bugging me until you said something. Changed mind.
This was
yes.
this was a costume party. This is theme based. It was a Renaissance
No,
type of Christmas party. Okay, I was gonna say it felt out of place.
yeah, you look weird in your suit. Yeah. All right, so Will, I think you can move your token.
Yep.
Who is this that I'm moving down here? I can't see. All right, Jairus.
Oh, look at that.
There you are. Michael, you should be able to move yours. You guys are still outside there. We'll move you into the living room over here. All these people you see are dead. Although who you don't see is Adam.
I was gonna say that tricky little bastard. He brought us all here to die.
Sounds like something he would do. Classic Silverwolf.
Who's
Well,
also dead. All right, so you guys should have control over your tokens now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna reinforce the stereotype at this time, and I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna pull a joint out of my pocket because I'm from Denver and everybody here smokes weed, supposedly.
Where did you find this picture of me that I don't recognize?
Is this
I found it
Vera?
on Facebook. Yeah.
That's creepy. Fuck, man. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
What are you talking
Adam?
about? You look
Yeah.
rugged and great.
Am I Vera?
Yes, you're Vera, and Kev is Chuck in his picture,
Yeah.
complete with the robe and hood.
I thought we were still in the garage.
We're not.
You are. You can move. You can move your. You're right over there, so you can move.
Yeah,
your
remember
things.
we were going to try and trap the thing in there.
Didn't we close the door?
Yeah,
you
we
guys are
closed
over
it with us
here.
inside.
Oh, with you inside.
Oh,
Ooh,
us
Oh, you closed it
inside?
with you inside. All right.
have it. Ballsy. Note to self.
All right. So everybody.
I did not consent to that.
Yes, you did. I asked you. You said
I
yes.
thought we were talking about running away. Closing the door
No, so basically,
Yeah, so-
and running.
So Kev said, "Yeah, we should close the door." Katie's like, "Yeah, that's a great idea."
Good
Turns to the
idea.
door and Kev slams it shut.
And then I moved
Crazy
to a
how just
flanking
being on
position.
one side of a door or another says so much about who you are as a person.
Yeah. um.
No, I'm cool.
All right.
Just
So
stir.
everybody roll because you don't have character sheets still. Roll a 20-sided die. This is going to be your initiative. And just so you know, everybody has 15 hit points.
Fuck.
Wait, are we all in combat right now?
Well,
I saw an ice monster. I
Some
was
of
ready
you
to
are.
go.
all right. So everybody, tell me what you got. Jairus
Wait,
got
I'm
a
sorry. You said we're
20.
I got a
rolling
3.
a D
Let it
what?
be known if I ever encounter
20.
monsters, I'm swinging.
Michael got a 16.
Why do I suck at the rolling?
You got a
You
19.
rolled a 19.
Me?
You did
Yeah.
fantastic.
I rolled a 5, guys.
No, you
No,
rolled
it
a
says
20.
Just
19.
kidding. It was scrolled all the way up.
Wasn't that a pleasant surprise?
That
Now you're-
was.
Yeah. That's
I
called
had
trash
a shit
talking.
roll.
All right. Michael 16.
Yep.
Those are some good rolls.
Will got an 11. And then Kev, what did you get?
3.
Yeah.
Rolling like, what's the word? Shit.
Jairus. The word is Jairus. Rolling like Jairus.
Oh, okay.
Don't let the nat 20 fool you. When it matters, I will fail.
And bad guy's got a 12.
Thank fucking God.
Still goes before me though.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna hear.
And everybody goes before.
Bunch of
Kev is
you
going tomorrow sometime.
downstairs.
All right.
That's
So
bad.
we're going to start with Jairus. So this guy, this little ice-looking dude is coming at you.
Yep. So I'm just gonna unleash the probably like 3 or 4 seconds of just fire extinguisher on him, and then once it clears, and as soon as I have a visual, if I can, I'm gonna try to just smack him with the butt end.
All right. So roll a d20.
Nice. The rolls are with me tonight. Christmas is on my side.
It's a Christmas miracle.
You know what? That's exactly what it is. We should have had Will Wheaton in here. He could have had some nat 20s
Yeah,
as well.
so you just spray this thing and it's all in his face and there's chemicals and it's burning his eyes and he's looking and so now he's a little bit distracted. He stumbles now out of the I'm going to call it smoke, but the fire extinguisher residue. And as soon as he walks out, you just nail him in the face with the fire extinguisher. So roll a 1d4.
Ooh.
All right, that's 4 points of damage to that guy, and I should move him onto the board. We're gonna put him up here. If you move your, we'll pretend this is upstairs.
Sure.
This is not actually the floor plan to my house. For those of you watching at home,
So I'm gonna dome
Wait,
him
is this
once,
actually-
and I can feel that I hit him really solid. And if he doesn't drop and die from that, like anything living should, I'm booking it.
he does not.
Yeah. So I'm running. I am like getting back downstairs to strengthen numbers as quickly as I can.
All right, so these squares are 5 feet. You have 30 feet of movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
All right. Then we have KD. You're trapped in the garage with one of these ice things and Kev.
So we know for sure it's an ice thing.
You haven't really seen it yet. It's still hiding behind stuff.
Yeah, I do. It's right over there.
This is where you pretend.
Oh, yes, the suspension of disbelief.
That you can't see it.
Katie,
this is where
I don't
you use
see
your
anything,
acting
but I know
skills.
something's in here.
Okay.
And you know it's in that corner, so that's why I put it over here. You know it's in that corner.
Okay.
Yes, and I moved to flank it before, yes.
I don't know. What do I want to do?
I mean, you got a steak knife. You have a
I have my multi-tool.
little multi-tool. I feel like you're in good shape here, really.
Can I like knock over some of the boxes and see if he like runs out to make him easier to target?
Sure. If you move like over here, you'll get to some boxes, and then if you kick at them, you can see. So let's see. This guy. How can I keep the little guy? How can I keep there? That's not what I wanted. He's not there. How do I keep this sheet up? I guess I could just do this. Okay.
You can do just like regular character sheets.
Yeah, I got it. All right. So he's gonna do an intelligence check, which is not very good. So yeah, so he gets scared by this, and runs out to here.
Okay.
And you can both see him now. He's still a little bit obscured from UKD because of the boxes, but you can see like the top of his head because he's kind of short. And Kev, you have a good view of him. Anything else you want to do?
No.
All right. So Michael.
I'm continuing just kind of look around this room here. Does anybody else have any wedding rings or anything that looks valuable?
No, good.
Yeah, there's a number. You probably find 3 wedding rings if you're searching wallets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably find a total.
Find out who all these people are, of course.
Yeah, probably find a total of like $63 and 47 cents.
All right.
Who's got change in their fucking wallet?
There's this one dude who just all he had. He actually had $3.47 just in change in his pocket.
He deserved to die.
Collect all that, of course, just to keep it safe.
All right.
Put the change in a sock. Now you're good.
And I also put the snow globe in my backpack.
Okay.
It's incredibly disturbing watching Michael degenerate into just a thug.
Yeah. This is where we learn a lot about people.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy is chasing Jairus down the hall.
Oh shit.
And nope. None of those things help. Okay. And another one appears in the kitchen behind Will and Michael. And then the one in the garage runs over and attacks Kev.
Son of a bitch.
With his claws. And a 22 will hit you because you're not wearing armor of any kind. And
I have quite a mass of natural body fat that I feel.
Yeah, but not that. It's not 22.
Impact resistance.
We'll say that you have an 11 armor class instead.
I'm going to have to second that, Kev. I think that extra padding is to our benefit in a fight.
All right, so anyone who feels he is or she is fat enough can have an 11 armor class versus a 10.
What about for those of us who don't have any body fat?
Then you're probably a 9.
+1,
but I'm gonna let you stay at a 10 because you're probably wearing a thick sweater since it's cold outside.
I am.
There you go.
Have you ever taken like a cardio kickboxing class? Because I think that gives you some like monk-like.
Oh, I have so much muscle.
There you go.
We're gonna call it a wash and still say 10. But we'll give you a bonus on your attack. All right, so you have now 2 points of damage against you, Kev. So you start at 15. Now you're at 13. All right, and that's all that they're going to do right now, and it is now Will's turn.
So I saw this little fucker pop up over there, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure did, yeah.
Well, I freak out, and I charge it 5, 10, 15, 20, and I whack it as hard as I can with the fire poker, because I've decided that reality is not working right now, and I need to get in connected to my D&D spirit and smite this thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing you have those skills.
That's right.
So yeah, roll a d20.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe you hit him with that.
I think I did, because I get a +1.
Oh,
right?
you know what? You did. His armor class is 11. Yeah.
Okay, so what is a?
He has that extra layer of body fat, so that's why he's at an 11.
It puts more. That extra weight puts more behind my swing, so I should get a bonus to damage it.
No, you roll d4.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
That's good though. He takes it.
Yeah,
he's weird because everyone who's been hit is kind of a little annoyed because everyone else just died so easily, and didn't fight back.
Right.
Kev, you just got clawed by this weird little ice gnome thing.
All right, I've got my my steak knife in my left hand, blade this way, handle here, and I got my hammer. I'm going to take a quick glance around. Is there anything flammable in
there? There is a little gas tank next to the snowblower.
Don't forget, there's a mount.
There's also boxes.
And there's a whole shitload of boxes, and they're all very close to that.
I just knocked them all over.
Yeah.
Where's the gas can, the oil can or whatever?
That would be somewhere over. Well, we'll say it's like over here somewhere, in between the two doors.
All right. So, how big is it?
It's like 3 gallons. It's not huge, but it's.
All right, so it's not going to burn the house down.
Well, you don't know that, but.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, you've burned down houses before, and it takes a little bit. You know that it takes a little bit more effort than that.
Is it like kerosene or is it like?
It's just gasoline, regular gasoline.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over that way.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick up the can.
Okay.
And I'm going to jab it with my knife so that or does it have a top?
Yeah, but that's cooler if you jab it with a knife. So let's stick with that.
I'm going to jab it with my knife, right?
Yeah.
And
you're holding it and you go to unscrew it and you're like, screw this. You pull out your knife and just stab it.
And I'm going to shake some of the gas at the fucking thing.
Yeah, there's gas flying all over the place now. Yeah.
And I'm going to kind of trail a path back to me, and I'm going to take out my lighter because I've always got one on me.
Sure, no, I've seen it.
And I'll just go down to the floor, and I imagine I've made a fairly neat line over the creature and set it on fire. Like,
yeah, no, you know what? I'm not even going to make you roll for anything because that was pretty cool. So, you're going to set that thing on fire?
Yeah.
So roll 3d6.
14 overall.
Yeah, and because he is vulnerable to fire because he's an ice thing, you burn him, he just melts like Frosty the Snowman. But not in like the fun way where he comes back to sing and dance again. He's completely melted on the floor there. But you've also burned, a lot of these other boxes are now catching fire because KD just knocked a whole bunch over.
Do I have anything left on my turn?
Probably not. So you're up there somewhere, right?
Well, I think we said I was. Oh yeah, I must have had.
Because you moved
no,
back up a little bit, right? Didn't you? Where'd you move?
No, I stayed down here by the
By
garage.
the doors. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And all right.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Really.
Am I close enough that I can't open the door?
Um.
Oh, it wouldn't work anyway because of the weird shit with the door.
Well, you haven't tried it, but you could reach and press the button to see if the doors will open, because there is a fire now that's starting in between you and KD.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit that button.
All right. It opens.
Oh fucking A, it does.
Yeah. But that's all you can do right now.
All right, well at least that's some oxygen. I'm not gonna burn alive. Okay. All right, well then I guess I'm done, right?
Yeah, but you do notice. Roll a perception check, actually.
Shit.
Can I also roll?
Sure. Yeah,
Nice.
so Kev is just so excited that this door opens. And KD, who's watching this whole fiasco, yells, there's something wrong because there's no wind blowing in once you open that door from the outside.
Man, my 17 didn't go for shit, huh?
Oh, that was your 17?
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 4. Never mind. KD is still she's just, oh look, fire, and just staring into it. You see, there's you think there's just one color, but there's so many in there if you really look. And Kev, you notice because you're standing right there that there's no cold air coming in from the open door.
All right, do I have enough movement left to try and reach my hand to feel
Sure.
if it?
Yeah, and once you get to that the plane there, it just stops as if you hit a wall.
Fuck. All right. Well, I guess I'm done.
Okay. So we got one dead. And it is Jairus' turn.
All right.
Your friend is chasing you down the hall.
Yeah, so I'm booking it down into the bathroom here.
Okay.
And shutting and locking the door behind me, and then looking for an aerosol air freshener. One of the
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't find one because I think those smell worse than anything that's going to come out of the bathroom. And when you combine the two together, it's basically. I think when you spray that stuff after somebody takes a shit, it is the smell equivalent of Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas."
I couldn't agree more, Adam. I hate that.
Very, very disappointing. All right, well, at least I am barricaded in there with the door locked.
Look for some Aquanet.
Yeah, so barring that, any hairspray or I know what's flammable, but yeah,
rubbing alcohol.
There's you find some hydrogen peroxide.
I don't
not
think
flammable.
That's not gonna be flammable.
All right. Well, I tried. So at least I'm barricaded. I got the door shut and locked, and hopefully this thing just moves on.
Yeah. All right. KD, you were in the garage. Kev, good news, killed the ice thing. Bad news, started a fire.
You did.
I'd like to go over to the fridge and see if there's water bottles in there.
Sure there is, yeah.
Okay, can I go to the fridge?
It's a gasoline fire. Don't.
Yeah, there's some bottles of water, and it's the booze fridge, as you know. So
it's a gasoline fire, so that's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blankets, anything like that to smother. Or just
I can take off my sweater and put my sweater over it. I have a shirt on underneath.
All right.
You're panicking. Would you go ahead and put the water down anyway?
Yeah, I would, but Kevin.
Well, Kev was yelling in the garage, so
that's true.
Yeah.
I think taking off your sweater is a pretty good panicky response to fire.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right, so roll a d20. This is going to be a survival check.
To survive.
You have to have a good roll at some point.
I mean, the flames. It wasn't
Nope,
like
this is
oh,
not that
no,
time.
no.
All right, so what happens is now you run to the booze fridge and you open it up and there's like bottles of water all over the place, and then Kev yells, "No, it's a gas fire," and you yell, "Oh, okay, don't worry, I got this." You take off your sweater, but the problem is that sometimes, as we all know, it gets like stuck on the head, so you're trying to pull it off, and as you do, the arms are just flailing around like one of those wacky waving arm guys, you have in front of car dealerships. And during that process, you light one of the arms of your sweater on fire. Now you pull the thing off of your head, and you can easily drop the sweater, but that sweater is going up in flames. Yeah.
Yep.
The good news is you're close to the door.
The flames can't be that bad.
But clothes don't grow on trees, man.
Save yourself, dude. Fuck it.
Can I?
Like you feel that Kev could run around the fire as it is at this moment, unless he tries to take off his sweater, because shit goes bad when that happens.
Can I communicate with Kev to make sure he's going to be okay if I run and leave?
Sure, yeah, you're in the same room.
Great, I'm doing that.
All right, save yourself. I'll never forget.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna run out of the room, and I'm gonna close the door behind me, trusting that he will be able to get out.
Leave it open. No, you can't.
No, you're there.
You can even,
and by the way, there is a lock on the door if you want to make it harder for him. I mean,
I know you ate my lunch, Kev. I know it was
leave the door unlocked, but close it so the fire doesn't spread.
Got it. All right.
And I'll also find, how far can I go?
You can go a little further into the room here.
Can I go into the room and just let everybody know that?
As soon as you get like around there, you notice that Will is engaged with this weird ice dude that you just saw Kev melt.
Okay,
a similar one anyway.
I'm gonna let him know that we can melt these things because that's what Kevin and I just did. Also, let him know that there's a fire in the garage, so don't go near the garage.
So, FYI, I know that's where the booze is, but you're gonna want to just drink some water from the fridge because that still works, although the ice maker doesn't.
Right.
Okay, and it is now Michael's turn.
Excuse me. I'll pull out is Adam actually standing around anywhere near?
No, Adam is nowhere to be found.
Okay. So I want to find out where the internet is. Every house has it.
Sure,
So
it's actually interestingly now. If this were my house, it's in a similar spot. So it would be on the counter right next to that ice guy.
Okay.
So it would be right.
But I'm sure
here,
it has
right over
Wi-Fi.
here in the corner.
Well, I'll just go ahead and
What are you
pull out
talking
the internet.
Oh.
So that's where the Wi-Fi router is.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my laptop and I'll fire up Wireshark in passive mode so I can monitor the packets as they're going by me. And
sure.
go ahead and
yeah, you can do
take
that
a look
because
at
I don't know what
the
that means.
security protocols. And I'm sure you're running web, right?
Sure.
All right. So I easily crack your password.
Yeah.
And get on and access your access point there. So now I'm logged into your access point.
Yeah. The first thing you try is I love Michael, and it works.
Perfect.
Second attempt would have been, and Michael loves me.
So yeah, I'm on the internet now. So I try to see if I can access anything.
Interestingly, while you are connected to the Wi-Fi, you're not able to get a web page to load.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do some very quick troubleshooting, and obviously I can connect to the router, which is the gateway.
Yeah.
And then I'll just do a simple trace out to Google and see where it stops. Does it stop at the house, or does it stop like at the ISP, or does it stop further on?
Yeah, from what you can tell, it seems to stop at the house.
All right, so we're completely cut off.
Yes, that's
All
what
right.
it appears, yeah.
Perfect.
And for those of you at home, I thought of all of these things prior to Michael spewing them out of his mouth hole.
You knew it was
as
coming.
Tim would say. And Tim, thank you for watching.
All right, it's perfect. So I go ahead and I'm done looting this area. So, can't get any decent internet, so I guess I can.
I am going to point out there's a flying ice thing over here, man.
Yeah, but that doesn't really interest me very much.
You've got your priorities.
Yeah, Michael's got a lot of things to work
Does
on.
the ice
here,
have loot?
Yeah.
You can't loot ice.
I mean,
You
it's
can't
just
loot the ice.
ice.
How close does this ice look to diamond?
Although, KD, you feel like you would not be allergic to this creature.
Can I throw my ice at the creature?
You'd have to get around to the other side of the counter.
They
in
make
order to
it
do that.
stronger.
Yeah, he's going to absorb it.
Yeah, they get
Open,
bigger.
Small, medium.
I'll put my laptop away and pull out an Ethernet cable, and then I'll head over there and use it like a whip.
Okay, sure. Yeah, roll a because I mean, I feel like you could do all these things in 6 seconds. So roll roll an attack.
Some damn efficient hack.
Don't.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh,
Roll a d4 because you're proficient with
Ethernet cables.
Ethernet cables,
whips.
yes.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
2.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
a good
I mean,
10-foot
you
reach.
chip some ice off him. Sure.
That was a mistake. My bad.
Oh, what a wasted 16. That's
Yeah.
a great.
I know.
Save it.
It's the ice guy's turn. So this guy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get it down the hall a little bit further. This guy is he doesn't know who to attack now because now there's 3 people. But he's going to attack. Will did a little more damage to him with that the fire poker thing.
I did.
So he's going to attack Will. Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
Good tight.
Actually, he's going to because I didn't see this. That was pretty cool. He's going to use his frost breath on a 15-foot cone of cold air, which is probably what he used to kill all of the other partygoers. So it's going to be able to get both guys that hurt him, Will and Michael. So you guys need a DC 16 saving throw.
Got it. I'm going to dive behind Michael.
Apparently, because I failed.
Oh, I failed too. I go to do it and I bump into you.
Luckily,
kinda like
it's not a ton of damage because these guys aren't that. I mean, they have an okay amount of hit points, but they're not that strong. That's 7 points though to each of you.
I apologize.
That's a lot if you've only got 15 hit points.
Yeah, no, it is.
Ow.
You're half dead, my friend.
Yeah, what you guys need to do is figure out how to get to your actual character sheets, but you haven't been able to do yet.
Break that goddamn globe.
It shouldn't be easy. I like
Well,
this.
where
Sell
did
the
the
globe
globe?
to the monster. See what he does.
But
That's metagaming.
the globe was with Adam, and Adam's gone.
No, Michael has it in his backpack.
I have it. It's in my backpack.
Oh, I thought Adam had it.
All right.
Along with everything else I've collected.
Michael wants a souvenir.
Michael's backpack is super heavy now with all of the shit he has.
When this is all over, I'm going to look at this snow globe and remember that time that we got attacked by monsters at Adam's house.
Exactly. Keepsakes.
Just put it right on your mantle. All right, Will.
Sure.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
I'm
This
gonna
guy
hit
just
this damn
breathed frost breath at you, which is so uncool.
I hit it. Smack.
You do hit it. Roll a d4. You know what? Roll it again. I'm gonna let you roll that again. Yeah, that's much better.
There we go.
It's the follow through.
All right, yeah. All right. Anything else you want to do? Otherwise, it's Kev's turn.
I'm gonna move.
Now you do know that he will have an attack of opportunity against you.
Damn it. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. 5, 10, 15. That's a wall right there. Right?
A 17 will hit you.
Yes. Ouch.
And again, his claws are not super tough, but he does 4 more damage to you.
Jesus.
So you don't look good at all.
No, I don't. I look pretty bad. As I run by, I was like, get him, Michael.
And now, Kev, it is your turn. You are in the garage. The fire is sort of in the middle over here.
All right, now, a couple questions.
Sure.
How big is this fire? Because I imagine
You feel like you could probably fairly easily, if you walk around this side, just walk around the fire at this point.
Okay. Is there anything?
Although it is spreading further over here once KD's sweater caught on fire and ignited some more boxes.
God, how big is that sweater?
Well, it's an acrylic type thing.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So, is there anything like in my immediate vision, like fire extinguisher or anything like that?
No, and now that you mention it, we probably should have a fire extinguisher in the garage.
Yeah, bro. What the H, man? Safety's important.
It is.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
All right. So, how far is this?
These are 5-foot squares, so if you
Mine
were
doesn't show squares. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not showing squares over here in the garage for some reason. Yeah. Hold on. If
Mine's
you
not anywhere,
go,
but
Just get
so
him
you
to
can
the
go
door.
here. You can get to. Oops. Hold on. You can get to about here easily enough, going around the fire.
I get 15 feet of movement, huh? That's what
Well,
you-
it's 15 one way and then 15 the other. You could probably, if you cut it close to the fire a little bit, you can get to about there.
Can I go this way?
No, because there's a bunch of junk in the other direction.
If he's all out running, though, you can double move.
Is there a car or anything in the garage?
There is, but it is a Prius, so it's easy to hop over.
And
That's
it
what
won't
I'm saying.
explode.
That's why I'm asking. Where is the Prius? Can you show me that?
The Prius is right here on this side.
All right. So I'm at the Prius being closer. I'm going to walk up on top of the Prius
Okay.
towards the hood. I mean, the trunk,
Yeah.
which is closer to the door.
Yep.
And I will make a jump towards the door away from the fire. And I got pretty strong legs. So I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like,
you roll a d20 with advantage.
yeah.
You don't need it.
Yeah, thank God.
You don't need it. Yeah, no, it's the only shame in this is that KD is not here to witness this acrobatic feat that you're pulling off. So you just run, you hop onto the Prius, which that's pretty easy to do because it's very low to the ground. And then you sort of, run across the hood and then you jump. It looks like you're jumping just straight in the air like Superman, which is what you remind me of in this scenario. And as you land, you do sort of a forward roll, and then you pop up, arms extended out. The imaginary audience that you're in your mind is cheering and standing, and you're right there by the door. Yeah. Once you land, you actually land on the arm of Katie's sweater, are able to stamp it out easily.
Can you pick that up for me?
A voice in your head. Knowing KD, you feel like she'd probably want that sweater back.
Clothes are expensive.
But she also did just leave you in the garage.
After he gave me permission
And
to.
closed the door to make it harder for you to get out.
I'm
So
gonna-
the fire wouldn't spread.
I am going to kick the sweater under the car. And if she asks me about it, play dumb later.
Yeah, okay. You do that easily, yeah. All right. Jairus.
All right. So having searched the bathroom, I kind of like just a fraction of a second. Listen,
What you
I don't
do
hear
find
anything.
way in the back, underneath the underneath the sink in one of the cabinets, is a Yankee Candle, and it's one of those beach scented ones.
I mean, they have some heft to them. It's not what I was looking for, but I'll take it as a projectile, and I'll kind of crack open the door, and I don't see anything until I step out, and then it's like oh shit, the ice thing is right there. I'm just gonna hurl the Yankee Candle at it and take off running in the other direction.
All right, roll a d20. Oh, just misses him.
So I did play like 11 years of baseball. It's worth mentioning.
Unfortunately, it's been a while. It's been 13 years since that's happened.
Oh God, it's true.
And
So
you
yeah,
come
I
really
have no
close.
idea whether it hit anyway because I'm panicking.
Yeah,
like
and
it
you
was like one of
run,
those.
yeah.
Like, I think I'm safe. Holy shit! And yeah, I'm just running, and then I get out here to find out there's more out here. And
Yeah, and you see this guy over here, and you think, "Oh man, I wish I had another Yankee Candle." But you don't. So it is now Katie's turn.
Where am I at?
You're over here.
This guy. Where's the fireplace? Where am I right now?
Fireplace down to your right.
Yeah, the fireplace is down here. Again, this is not this. Originally, we were using my house as the guide, but this is not.
This is not your house.
No.
Do I have enough? I can't see squares. Oh wait, yes I can. No, I can't. My computer screen is.
There's a ruler you can do to it. If you click on no snapping, it'll tell you how far you're trying to move. Like you're like 25 feet from the fireplace right now, 10 feet from the less than 10 feet from.
Is there wood in the fireplace?
It's hard for you to see from here because there's glass that covers it, and it's reflecting the lights.
Okay,
there's
great.
no fire burning at the moment.
Okay. Can I take one of the knives that Kevin gave me and try just slashing this little ice creature?
Sure. Yeah. Roll D20.
I only gave you one of my knives. I would never be so foolish as to give you them both.
You just missed because it's a steak knife, so you have to get really close, and you don't want to get that close to that thing. It's very cold. It looks vicious. It's killed 20 people in this house so far. So you get real close, and it just he just ducks out of the way.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Michael. You're muted, Mike.
I'm still facing this ice thing that William so valiantly ran away from, Howard. So I was actually going to go over there and check out and see what's wrong with the.
I had to go and make sure that everything was looted properly in the other room.
So I go ahead and whip at it again with my Ethernet cable.
Okay, yeah, roll D20.
And because I'm kind of mad, I missed.
It just sort of like you don't get a good shot. You don't hit him with the end of it. It just sort of whips around him a little bit. So the wire just hits him, and it doesn't hurt him at all.
Mm-hmm.
But you have his attention.
I'll also kind of slide over this way and start to take a look at the router sitting there on the counter.
Yeah, you can get a good view of it. Yeah.
See if all the cables are plugged in, what the light situation's like on the front of it.
Yeah, no, it seems like everything's plugged in correctly, and but you don't see a lot of lights on there. The light that would indicate that the internet is working, you do not see.
All right. So next step would be to trace it to the ONT, then probably in the basement. So.
Exactly. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Wouldn't the first thing be to shut it off?
Yeah, just unplug it and plug it back in.
You're right. That's what.
Assuming that it's got an updated firmware version, assuming that it's that it's a modern piece of equipment, you really shouldn't have to turn it off and on again.
You assume way too much because although I've spent way too much money on these stupid routers, I feel like I have to turn it off and on way too many times.
I'm assuming Adam was very diligent about keeping his equipment up to date, and
I am. That part's true. All right. It's the ice guy's turn now. All right. Let's see if he gets his breath recharged. Nope. So he's going to use his claw attack against Michael, and a 19 will hit. For 4 points.
Ouch.
And then this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, pops up. And who's right in front of him but
Oh my
Will?
God. I scream like a girl.
He's going to use his claw, and he hits.
Yeah, he does. Oh, here.
For 4 points.
Oh.
Are you down? You had 3, I think, right?
No, I'm totally down. That's 15 almost.
All right.
Yeah.
And we don't have our sheets yet, so
like,
nope. Yeah, if you guys had figured out how to get your character sheets, somebody might have been able to heal you.
to heal him.
I really think that if we just smash the globe.
That's definitely the key.
All right, so Will is down, and it's Will's
Finally,
turn.
somebody's talking some sense.
Right?
Just for shits and giggles, roll a death save for me, Will.
Already?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're up.
This guy who I never met before is going to die.
That's
So many people have died here. What does it matter?
I feel the love, Mike. I do.
All right. All right. Kev,
Yo.
you're up.
Is there any like sand or stones around in this garage?
No.
All right, well, I'm going to let that sucker burn. I am going to make my way down the hallway here. I am going to take my left arm and kind of, because KD weighs nothing and it's very easy to move her, like gently slide her out of the way into that laundry room.
Okay.
I feel like this is not the first time you've shoved her out of the way while fleeing for your life. Like, I know this will be easy. I've been there before.
Yeah, you gotta play smart, man.
At least once a month.
So I push her out of the way, and Mike's back is to me. So I'm gonna just reach into his backpack, take that fucking globe out, and I am gonna smash the shit out of it.
Okay.
With my fucking hammer, because I still have the hammer.
Sure. Roll a d20.
Now, how you smash? You got like one hand holding the globe, the other hand smashing, or do you like toss that bitch up in the air and just?
Yeah, the latter, obviously.
Fantastic.
Boom!
Yeah, you connect on this thing, and it goes flying across the room, over Michael's head, into this wall, and then this lands with a thud.
It doesn't break?
Doesn't
It doesn't break.
Oh, no shit.
That's our
Doesn't
key.
break.
You have to wind up the music box that's in the base.
I think we all have to channel our inner Steve and just run. Just run away and leave everyone we love to die.
Yeah.
You should have chucked it at the ice thing.
That's true.
Oh, we should have tried to call Steve.
Well, I can't really do anything because I'm stuck in between those two.
Yeah.
And also, he doesn't know Steve.
Yeah, he doesn't know Steve.
I'm just gonna like stand in the corner for a minute and like just stare at the hammer. And
Why didn't you work? You had one fucking job.
like just disbelief, and that'll end my turn.
Yeah, the hammer looks back at you and with just goes, "What?"
And I'm like, holy shit, a talking hammer.
Blinks.
I'm done. There's nothing more I can do. I'm stuck between two dorks.
Jairus, you're up.
All right, so it is all kind of starting to set in now that there is no escape, and there's more than one of these fuckers. And I just watched my DM go down, and my whole D&D future is flashing between my eyes. It's so difficult to find a consistent game, and so I see the ice monster. I see the fireplace. Is that a wood-burning fireplace, or is that one of those fake wood deals where you've got a propane or gas switch?
I think when I fell down and I dropped my the poker, it kind of like rolled across the floor, like over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah. I would have had to roll the other way and be nice to people, but sure, yeah, it rolled down that
Oh
hallway.
no, Jairus is over here. My bag. No,
Nope, it rolled down the other hallway.
I got a fire extinguisher. I'm cool in the way
Yeah.
of.
I
is-
keep being drawn towards the bathroom. It's like, well,
I
that's
think I specifically threw it away from everyone. Wait,
It,
the secret fireplace. Is it a?
It's a wood burning fireplace.
Okay, so that's not going to help me.
I'm just gonna shout. There's some fire cardboard in the garage. It's pre-lit.
Pre-lit.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to that. How big are these things?
They're about, I don't know, 4 feet tall.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just try to go grab it. Like, so he's kind of. I'm gonna come from behind him, like this way, and just try to grab him by his skinny little ice neck, and see if I can scoop him up, and bring him towards the garage.
Sure. Roll a athletics check.
Yeah, he does.
No.
What is with these dead fucking even rolls? You're killing me.
I rolled, yeah.
I saw.
Oh, you are very well.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's really cold. So
Yeah.
once you grab him, you're not wearing the gloves that you're wearing there in your kitchen now. And it's just, you can't get a good grip on him. It's super cold.
I rethink how much I care about Will.
Right?
I didn't realize it was going to be so uncomfortable.
Like, it might take a couple of months, but I can find another DM.
Yeah.
All right, it is now Katie's turn.
I was going to say I will have an opening in my game. So
Yeah, because Will is also a player in Michael's game.
I've heard very good things about Michael as a DM. I'm gonna we'll let Will die. That sounds like
Oh, this sounds like a win-win. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, KD.
I was gonna try the same thing. I was gonna try picking one of these guys up and throwing him straight into the fire in the garage.
All right, you want to try to grab the ice dude.
I'll help her.
All right, so roll with advantage since Michael is helping you, so he'll use his action to help.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Roll again, though, just to see if you get a natural 20.
You wanna?
It doesn't matter. Well, just do. I want to see if you get. Oh, that's a 2.
19's good.
Yeah, so you grab this guy. Jairus looks a little disheartened because he thought that he was going to look really cool, but then Katie just comes out like a ninja, just jumps out from the laundry room, sort of, rolls around Michael, grabs the ice dude as he was moving toward Michael. Michael stands in its way to stop it. She grabs it and pulls it toward the door. And we'll say that you've got enough movement. Kev, would you have left the door open or closed?
I fucking left that shit open.
Sure you did. Yeah. So you can then throw it into the fire with a strength check. And you do, because of your massive strength, you get a bonus to this.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Can
I
I
say that you get a that's
since I'm right there on the other side of the thing and help her toss it?
sure, roll with advantage. Yeah, that'll be your action though.
Wait, do I hit advantage dice roller?
You could just hit the
roll it
D20 again.
Just roll again.
How many natural ones is that for you?
Wow.
At least
Considering she's so strong, 9 should be enough.
Yeah, well, plus you get a +4 because you're super strong. So yeah, I'm going to say that you can throw that guy into the fire.
Cool.
Roll a 3d6.
Nice. Oh, 4. Can I just hit 3 next to D6?
Yeah, that's actually.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and because
wow.
it would have killed him anyway. But he really goes up, and he just melts. Yeah, that's 2 down.
Cool.
And it is now, Michael used his turn to give advantage, and so did Kev, but Will gets to make another death save.
All right, here we go. I got this.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
Don't skip the method.
I did skip him. You're right. Yeah, he's just going to attack Will and kill him. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to go after Jairus. And he can't use that. So
Oh,
21. I'm rolling really well tonight, by the way.
you are right.
For 3 points of damage to Jairus.
All right.
Now it is Jairus' turn.
Oh, wow.
Got this.
All right. So, yeah, we're just like, once he hits me, I'm like, oh, okay. You want the fire extinguisher again. All right. And I just thump him. Like,
right, roll
first time
D20.
I take, we'll try just, sticking with blunt force trauma.
That hits.
They're even number, by the way.
Another 3. Yeah, he's still up.
All right. I'm just going to kind of stand tall and hopeful. It's that bittersweet thing where, like, I hope I don't want to get hit, but I also don't want him to attack my half-dead friend who's just unconscious behind him. So I'm going to try to, like, create a viable target.
Okay. No, yeah, he's all in on killing you.
Good.
Yeah. He's looking forward to it, as a matter of fact. Now it is KD's turn.
All right. I feel like that came around really quickly.
Yeah, well, everybody used their actions and/or is dead. So,
I'm not dead yet.
sorry, unconscious and bleeding on the floor. Yes, actively
Oh, I
dying.
wish I had like a revive, like some healing or something.
Pick up that snow globe.
Yeah, there is some
I check out
eggplant
that stove
lasagna on
again?
the stove. What?
What?
What you want to do?
Can I check out the snow globe?
Yeah, you want to go over there and check out the snow globe? Sure, it's over
Can
here
I?
by the
Yeah.
wall.
Can I? Where
You
is
can make it
right
over there, yeah, and pick it up.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's something about it that is gonna unlock something cool?
Sure. Roll a d20. No, you don't see anything cool, but interestingly, you do see that there's 2 people in the snow globe now.
Oh.
You can't tell who the other one is with that roll.
Adam, it's got to be Adam.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Adam.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but you can't tell.
Maybe it's Will.
What do you see, Katie?
Oh, no doubt, huh?
Yeah, I relate to the group what I see. I see an extra person in that snow globe, in addition to the person that was already there.
That's great. I'm being attempted murdered. Like 8 feet
And
away.
we're like, okay, yeah, we'll be with you in 1 minute. What does it look like inside?
Like, seriously, you got one dead person right here. Another one's about to die. Look, it's okay. I don't know
I
them.
was just
Fuck
trying
them.
to heal you. Where am I? Am I close enough to attack that little guy?
You can get, yeah, well, how far was this? No. You could stand over Will's dying body. That's about as close as you can get.
Could I try that? Could I? Oh, I don't. What do I? Can I attack it? Can I throw a snow globe at it?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna a little closer. Throw a snow globe at it.
All right, roll a d20. That just hits.
Okay.
Roll a d4. All right, now I'm going to roll something for him. Yeah, so you you're looking at this snow globe and you say, hey, there's some other person in there. Looks like he's talking to the guy who was already in there that I don't know. Said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to throw this thing at the ice dude. So you chuck it. Nails this thing right in the head. And ice sort of chips off of his head, and he looks very nervous. And then he disappears.
Like how? Like dissolves? Like what? How
It's hard to say, but he just sort of disappears, and the snow globe drops onto Will's leg, and then rolls over toward Jairus.
Oh, does that count as an attack and they take 2 death saves?
Take 2 death saves, and he's dead. Yeah. No. Friendly fire. No, you're still alive. So this guy's gone now too. So all of the ice guys are gone.
So I'm going to shout, hey, there's still kind of a fire in Adam's garage.
And surprisingly, somebody's got a fire extinguisher.
Someone has a spot. Yeah. Does anybody have a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, no. So yeah, I'd offer mine up, but I'm kind of. I noticed the second guy. Do I recognize the second person in the snow globe?
Sure, if you pick
I'll
it
go
up.
over to Will there and try to administer some first aid, which I am certified in.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
you're
pick
able
up
to
the snow
stabilize
globe,
him, and he comes to. He have 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
so
pass the fire extinguisher off to Kev.
all right, so you hand him and you're as you're looking at this. Now you're taking a closer look than KD did, because KD was thinking, I want to do something with this, and if it doesn't do something by itself, I'm just going to throw it at something.
There are still,
and I feel like that's the way you solve all of your problems.
I mean, she kills monsters, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. She and
That's
Kev are
evident
actually
here
apparently
right now.
experts at killing
He
these
was
things.
the monsters.
She did a great.
I was a monster. I was
So-
2 monsters.
Yeah,
3
so
monsters.
And I
So
was
per-
everything and nothing at the same time.
that's deep, man. But apparently performing in that show was enough to make you expert monster killers.
Right? You guys did great.
But Jairus, as you're looking at this and you're sort of, really inspecting it, you're turning around, and in that little graveyard, it looks like Adam is talking to Steve.
Yep. Okay.
Does she announce this to the group? What do you see?
So Adam is in here now, and this is Steve. Steve lives in Seattle. He's a pastry chef.
Ooh.
My wife also bakes. That's so weird that Steve would be in this. I don't even think Steve knew that old lady. This is very weird, guys.
You also notice, by the way, that little ice dude is in there fluttering around.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
You hear a faint voice from the garage just go, I told you Adam was in the snow globe.
I go into the
Fire Marshal Kev yells from the garage.
We'll say I've rejoined the party at this point. I've put out the fire.
Yeah, you put out the fire.
Trainings that I'm pretty good.
embracing the flood of D&D references that are starting to be thrown around. I go into the kitchen, open up the refrigerator, and look for any red liquid.
You find some cranberry juice.
I will drink it because red liquid is the color of healing potions. And,
Yeah. You drink it, you just guzzle this. And this is like a gallon. This is a big bottle of this. And you have to go to the bathroom again.
Mhm.
Cranberry juice has lots of good antioxidants. It's, very
It's
good.
true. No, it's really good. It's good for UTIs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to my search for aerosol cans.
I'm gonna put myself over in the bathroom.
I'm gonna ask him to give me the snow globe while he's up there looking for aerosol cans.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to trace the router to the connection in the basement where it connects up to outside to the ISP. And
Sure. You're gonna go down to the basement?
yeah, I'll go down to the basement and I
The ball's on this.
trace the
Yeah.
cable down there and
Yeah, so you-
find it. I'll plug.
That's where the
directly
furnace is, right? Furnaces are scary as fuck.
Well, before you, first of all, I'm in the basement. My basement is lovely, and the furnace area is enclosed. It's. I mean, you could eat off the floor in the furnace room. But so
I'll try that later.
But yet, in this game, Michael, when you trace it down, you see that clearly the wire is going straight down to the basement. You find the basement door. It doesn't look anything like on this map, so we'll go back to this over here. You walk down the stairs, and you, although a worldly fellow, are really taken aback by the sight of what you see. Because, and I'm going to move the player screen over here too, and I'm going to move the audience over as well so they can see. This is not what you would expect Adam's basement to look like.
No, this is a little bit different than what I was envisioning. Maybe a
So
couch,
there's
TV.
Yeah, a couple of computers where Adam sits and plays D&D sometimes. Every Tuesday night here on Wicked Studios LLC Twitch channel, and Friday nights on the Greyhawk channel, same time. So yeah, so there's like these weird little tables, a lot of stone pillars. There's a pentagram in the which is not quite what that looks like there, but it's close. In the center of the room on sort of a raised stage, there's some weird. It's hard to say what it looks like. It's writing of some kind, but nothing you've seen before. In the back near the stairs, there's only one staircase there, which is over at the top of the screen. The one at the bottom is not actually there. But there's also this statue over here. Which,
please tell me it's Adam.
It is. It's a statue of Adam.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And it's not even like it's not even like a satanic or demonic statue. It's just like Adam wearing, a graphic tee and some shorts, and he's just standing there. It's just a weird. It's like this was probably here before the rest of it. He just had this statue made of himself.
I think the snow globe needs to get placed right there. That's nothing.
I'll poke my head back out and say, "You got to see this shit down here. You're not going to believe it."
All right, I'll oblige.
That's enough to pique my curiosity for sure.
I'll oblige. I'll bring the snow globe down there with me.
I picked the poker back up and I'm using it like a cane.
All right. Yeah, so
Any
you guys
luck with aerosol cans?
The closest thing that you find is an organic spray can of canola oil.
I'll give it a check with my lighter to see if it's flammable and just.
Oh yeah, man, it works like a blowtorch. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Like I'll be starting to curse you like hippies, and I'll be like, "Oh, all right, never mind. Canola oil. Who knew?"
All right. Well, when I get down the stairs with the snow globe, I'm going to scope out the room and see if there's like an obvious place for it.
Roll an investigation check, which you don't have your character sheet yet, so just roll a d20.
Can I also do that?
Yeah,
Sure
I
can,
want to
yeah.
do that too.
Yeah, anybody who wants to can do this, yeah.
I'm still looking for the ONT at this point, so
14.
to plug into the internet directly.
I think between the three of us, we could find.
Yeah.
I got 14.
Michael, roll a. Well, actually, you're so familiar with this, you can actually find it back over here. In the back, what looks like a doorway is actually a little closet. In that closet is you can see where the internet connects to where the router connects to the internet.
All right, so I'll bypass everything and plug directly into that and see if we can get out.
Nope, nothing works.
All right.
That being said, between the three of you, you notice that on there's like a little stand over on the table over here, next to just this beautifully crafted statue of Adam. Like you look at this and you're just, it's like you're looking at him, and wow, you know what? And suddenly you feel a little bit better about being in this creepy room because the statue looks so great.
Yeah,
although you do notice that the statue has more hair and a fuller beard than Adam does.
Maybe 10 less pounds.
Yeah, you chalk that up to artistic license. But you do find that there's just a little simple wooden stand, which seems to be the exact size that this snow globe would fit on.
I walk over and plug it right in.
So as soon as you do that, the room gets very, very cold.
Nice.
I can relate.
It's almost as cold as Jairus' kitchen.
So we're talking like 42 degrees.
42 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel the snow, but you can see it coming down just in this room all over. Even Michael in the electrical closet can, it's coming down to the point where it's almost like a blizzard.
So I'll pull out my jacket and put it on.
Okay.
I don't have my backpack.
It's in your backpack, yeah.
I never took my coat off because I had to go outside.
That's true. So KD really is the one who's super cold, yeah.
Because I don't have a sweater.
Yep. And the room becomes with all of
When
this.
she says that, I just snicker.
If no one else is going to be a gentleman, I will I wear layers, so I'll take off my top of 4 layers and
Which is the lightest one.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's you get bulky under otherwise. I mean, well, it's this coat. It's this coat right here. There you go. I'll pass it on to Katie because as you see, there's a sweatshirt under.
I can see that. Yeah.
And a t-shirt. Yeah, I got the hat. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just
normally
thinking,
when your furnace is working, you've got like 3 layers on.
Oh no, I get cold. It's a thing. So this is me all winter long. Normally I'll take a layer or 2 off for the stream because it's embarrassing, but this is how I always look.
Well, I'm just thinking there's probably 7 unclaimed coats upstairs.
You want a corpse coat?
Well, I'm sure they're not wearing them right now.
Well, before you can even go upstairs, the snow gets so thick, all you can see, you can't even see the others around you, and 3 of you, 4, well, yeah, I guess Jairus was over there too, are all right next to each other. You can't even see each other. And then a gust of wind blows, and slowly the strength of the snow lightens. You can start to see each other, although you can't see Michael because he's a good few feet away, standing in the closet. But you can hear him, mumbling some, techno jargon about, connecting to this or something to do with that. I can't even pretend to make it up. And then suddenly you notice that you are outside in a snow-covered field. And there's nothing else for miles and miles around. So as far as you can see, there's nothing there.
Is the snow globe still around?
The snow globe is, interestingly, laying in the snow in front of you.
Can I pick it up and look at it and see if we're in the snow globe?
Sure. And you are. But what you don't, and interesting because it looks different now as you turn it. So when you first look at it, you see that same scene, right? You see the one dead tree, you see the gravestones, you see Adam and Steve, together, and then as you turn it, the whole scene shifts, and it's just this blank ground with the 5 of you standing there.
Can I make a perception check to see if Adam and Steve are around?
Sure.
What?
Yeah, it's still...
I was trying reverse psychology.
At least it wasn't another natural 1.
Right?
But no, you don't. Again, it doesn't look like anything, and even the snow that you're standing in, it looks there are no footprints. It looks like it's just fresh snow, which is about ankle deep for you guys now. It's very, very cold. And as
I'm looking for houses or some kind of shelter. You said there's nothing though.
You don't see anything. You may be in the horizon. Now, you also, it's when it gets past, I don't know how many, probably about almost a mile on each side, there are hills. So you're down sort of in it looks like, and Michael would be able to tell this, it looks like you're sort of at the lowest point in this specific area. So you would think that maybe you might be able to see more if you got to one of those hills. But for right now, you're looking at probably, like I said, roughly a mile in any direction.
And we can see it clearly.
Yeah, and it's just all you see is just white, and you see some hills going up on each side, but there's nothing else for miles and miles around. Now, everybody, roll a perception check.
All right. Yeah.
KD and Kev.
While everyone's kind of looking around, I'm actually pulling Ethernet cable out of my backpack and suggesting that everybody hold on to it like rope in case, so we don't become separated or somebody gets lost in a deep snowbank or something.
That's a good idea. And I imagine you have like 50 feet of this.
At least, yes.
Yeah.
That's just one small bundle.
Yeah, so you all hold on to the Ethernet cable so you don't get separated. But KD and Kev, in the distance, you hear what can only be described as jingling. And as you look around, and it's a very, there's a lot of clouds in the area because it had just been snowing very, very hard. Although it's really there's a few flakes here and there, but it's really not snowing anymore. You see a bright red glow in the distance, and as you watch, you see a strange sight. It looks like there's a sleigh, like a big sleigh, being pulled by some sort of, are they antelope? Are they?
Oh God! Here comes
elk.
Yeah.
They're actually caribou.
They're caribou. Yeah, they're
next one in my head. I love that you went with caribou.
They're there are 9 caribou flying through the air, carrying.
Oh shit! Not one of them's got a red nose on
the sleigh, and the one in the front has got a glowing red nose.
I take out my steak knife. No, I'm
It's Randolph, the red-nosed caribou.
Randu.
Avoid that lawsuit.
And now everybody now can see this and hear this. And as you get closer, you hear a ho ho ho, and the sleigh lands in front of you. The caribou, who are extremely and very strangely, very easily navigating through the snow. The sleigh skids to a halt, and you see a bearded man. Little heavy set. He's wearing red, like real thick, clothing.
And I shout, "Dad!"
Yes, Kev. It's been so long since I've seen you. And it's Kev's father, Santa Claus. Which explains why he's here.
It just explains everything, really.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
And he looks you over, and this is just a jolly guy. Like, you feel, even though you're really cold, you feel better just having him near you, because he just looks so pleased to see you guys. And you think specifically, and he says, "We've been waiting here a long time for your arrival. It is good to see you."
And this is how you greet us in the middle of an open field full of snow? What's the hot toddies in the fire and stuff, man?
Snow globe.
It's so good to see most of you.
I feel like you are not nearly impressed enough by flying caribou.
I am, but
what the fuck? Listen,
I don't know. When you grow up around it, it kind of loses it. Hey, Dad.
So true.
I've had my phone out since it started and was filming the whole landing. And photos and running over, doing selfies with each of the caribou.
Meanwhile, like I had my jacket off and I was offering it up, and then the whole world changed. I just kind of like, I'm kind of trying to casually put it back. The offer had never happened. I'm cold.
So then he continues by saying, "There is a terrible evil afoot. We need your help to stop it. Kev, I know I've been an absentee father to you.
I get it. You have an important job.
Still, I've made mistakes, and I apologize, and I hope that we can put this behind us, and we can work together, because without you, the whole world is in danger."
I like that. Without me specifically. He mentioned me. You guys heard that. All right.
Well, good. You can return me home.
I'm looking at Kev in a whole new light. Like,
Yeah, right.
I forgive you, Dad.
I'm kind of starstruck. Like if all of a sudden I realized Brad Pitt was with us, and I'm like,
I'm thinking I wish my dad would kill 7 strangers just so that we could have a bonding moment too. But no, okay.
I like that Will's mind immediately went to Santa is controlling the ice methods.
Well, yeah,
And,
it did.
like that's all his doing.
Yeah.
And I just kind of look over at him, not liking what he's insinuating about my father, and making a mental note about that for later.
I asked Kevin's father if he has anything special for us, like, I don't know, character sheets.
As a matter of fact, I do, because
I think you'd want a coat.
if you are
Such good boys and girls.
if you are to help us, I need to use my magic to unlock your true powers. And he turns to Will and he says, "Ranger." And Michael got it. And suddenly, Will is wearing apparently no armor because I didn't put it on his character sheet, but he's wearing leather armor. He has a glowing longbow, a couple of short swords on his belt. Then he turns to KD and says, "Rogue." And suddenly KD is also wearing like studded leather armor. No, but no, you don't have a cloak either.
Is it like classic, really functional? Just
yeah, it's a little warmer
overly,
than what you were wearing before, but you're still, all of you are still very cold. And you've got a couple of daggers, and a short sword, and then he turns to Jairus and says, "I didn't open."
Well, meanwhile, I'm like hopping in place, like trying not to look too excited, but like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
He turns to you and says, "Monk." And you're wearing this, just like these, it looks like you
go from layers to pajamas.
Yeah, you lose all of your coats. You have no layers anymore, but it looks like you're wearing like the suit that the Karate Kid wore.
He got so pissed he left.
Yeah, he's so cold. He's right. He really can't.
Pajamas.
He really can take the cold. He just completely disappeared. And then
when it's my turn too, right? So
yeah,
Karate Kid. That's right.
Yeah, so you're wearing the Karate Kid outfit, including the cool headband from Karate Kid 2.
Hell yeah!
And then he turns.
But I'm okay with being cold now because I've learned discipline.
And then he turns to Michael and says, "Barbarian." Michael is basically just wearing he doesn't look any different. He's wearing like a t-shirt and pants, but he has a cloak on. So that helps keep him a little warm. And then he turns to Kev and says, "My son."
I'm like, bitching, but that's already a power I have.
The Bard.
I knew it.
And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
That's an aggressive dig because I never played sports, Dad.
Oh, that's great.
He always tried to force the guitar on me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to paint.
I think you'll enjoy it. I think this is something that really will speak to you. You should try it. Don't want to.
Shut up. You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
No, but me and your mother have decided.
I do not like the way that sentence started.
Yeah, that suddenly things have taken a weird, ugly turn.
Let's sit on that for a week.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching and or listening to wherever you listen to podcasts.
Please tell me Stan is a wizard.
Steve is a wizard.
Put it
Yes,
together in my mind.
Steve is a wizard, of course.
I hope so.
So we'll find out what happened to Steve next week, and we'll see where this crazy adventure takes us.
Santa's workshop. I can see it right now.
All right, guys. So check us out next week, same time, same channel, different day on Tuesday, and you can catch us Return to the Bandit Kingdoms every Tuesday at 9:00 here on twitch.tv/Wicked Studios LLC. And you, like I said earlier, you can catch Will.DM, not Will.Player, and Adam, not DMing, in the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh on the Greyhawk channel, also 9 p.m. on Fridays.
You're pretty good at that.
Thanks. I think I've had a little bit of practice.
This entire time. You got. Did you see that Tim and Frank were watching?
I did not see that Frank was wise. Frank, if you're still on, we're happy to see you. I saw Tim. We got Lee Kim.
No shit.
Yeah, and we have a Lodi. I don't know who a Lodi is, but a Lodi.
I totally.
That's my mom.
I totally ignored you guys. Sorry.
Two things that was super cool.
Oh, there's Frank. Happy Festivus to you, Frank Creed. Happy Boxing Day to everybody, which is the day that Adam watches a Rocky Marathon. We still have Rocky Balboa and Creed.
I just got that.
Wow. Wow. Don't admit that. At least wait until we're off the air before you admit that. Come on.
No. It's all part of my persona. I got to do it.
Funny.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care.